20 years later, these images are still difficult to process. It's why every year we remember the sacrifice and unnecessary loss of life that day, the days after. Even years after, as first responders battled deadly diseases from working in those conditions, we made a promise to never forget. But some of us don't remember. It's too painful. Some people weren't born. One man lived through the attacks on the World Trade Center. He met our Courtney Robinson at the 9/11 Memorial at Curlew Hills Memorial Gardens to share his story.
Mike Fineo remembers.
We can't ever forget those that died that day, right? I mean, we went to work. We didn't go to war. We weren't prepared for that. We had never experienced anything like that.
He remembers the details of September 11th, 2001 from his seat on the 25th floor of the North Tower of the World Trade Center.
Typical as any other day, you know, nothing special about it. And then at 8:46, our tower got hit.
He remembers being in a small stairwell with hundreds of people trying to get out.
When we got down to 16, Tower 2 got hit. And we felt that. We heard it. And that's when the stairwell went silent. Everybody knew this was no accident.
He remembers the faces of the firefighters running up to danger.
They were young. They were sweating. Their eyes were huge. They knew where they were going, but I don't know if they ever made it out. And I think of them all the time.
He remembers watching the towers fall.
By the grace of God, we got on a ferry, and I could not take my eyes off the towers. And I remember looking up, and we watched Tower 2 go down. And then you couldn't see anything.
He remembers finally telling his wife he was okay, knowing he would see his 3 young children again.
When we heard each other's voice, you know, we couldn't even talk. You know, I just said, I'm okay, I'm at Dick's house. And we just cried.
He remembers the swell of pride, America coming together. He still has the cards of support sent to him by kids in North Dakota.
We were all Americans, and we felt that around the globe.
He lived through an active war, watched his children grow up in a country at war, and year by year has felt the weight of a nation forgetting and dividing.
We have to remember what happened 20 years ago and consider that we need to go through another catastrophe like 9/11 to become unified again as just Americans. So I'll never forget. I'll do the best that I can to make sure we never forget.